folks. Today, I'm going to go get my DOT physical. And what happened last year is I went to get my physical and I had messed up. I messed up bad. I didn't know early in the day that it was going to happen. But as the day progressed, I realized I had free time and the clinic was nearby, and I was in my home state, so it was going to be an advantage to me to take advantage of that day. So like I said, prior to deciding to go get the physical, and I've never had any problems passing one, ever. You know, no blood sugar, blood sugar or blood pressure issues or anything like that. So early that day, I was making my delivery. I don't know, a couple 100 miles, maybe 100 miles away from Austin. I can't remember the town. And while I was getting unloaded, I had a couple of bowls of Frosted Flakes and a glass of orange juice, I do believe. After that, on the way to Austin to pick up my next load, I had I'd eaten about a pound of strawberries. So I delivered it. I delivered the load. Went to Austin. I checked in at the next shipper, and they told me that my load wasn't ready. It was going to be in the afternoon. So that's when I decided now's the time to get that physical. So I went to the clinic. I checked in. They told me, well, it's going to be about 4 hours before we can get to you. As you can see, we're pretty busy. So I told them, well, okay, that's fine. I said, keep me on the list. I said, how much time do I have? They said, oh, at least 2 hours. I'm like, oh, all right. So I checked on the phone for nearby restaurants. Excuse me. I went around the corner to right around the building. Took me a walk over there to the Guy's Burgers and had me a bacon cheeseburger. Order of fries, their homemade fries, and a large glass of sweet tea. After I finished that, I took myself and my remaining iced tea back to the clinic. Went up to the counter and said, well, I'm here. I sat down, and about 3 minutes later, they called me to the window. I even had to pour my tea out. So, because you don't take drinks and stuff with you back there. They checked my blood sugar, and it was way beyond the limits. I don't know, 200 and something, 220 maybe, or something like that. And they told me that was unacceptable. So they did the drop of blood, on the deal like you do at home anyway. And it was still way high. And I didn't pass the physical that day. It took me a month of going back to my home doctor and getting the A1C done, taking some medications and monitoring my blood sugar for a week, and then I was finally able to go back to work. And when I got back to work, they said, well, let's check your blood pressure anyway. And my blood pressure was high. Well, today is a different story. I'm going to go to the doctor to get my physical done again because I only had 1 year certification. Throughout the year, I have not taken medications, and I have been up and down on my diet. But for the last week, I've eaten very, very, very little carbs. I mean, very little. What comes on tacos, the shells, and that's about it. And maybe some chips with some hot sauce, but that has been only a couple of times in a week. The last 2 or 3 days, it's pretty much been meats and water. Meats and water and cheese. And that's about it. That's about it. So, we're going to see how it goes today. Well, hey folks. I got the physical done. However, I did not pass it for my blood pressure is too high. Now, my concern was my blood sugar, and I took care of that. Water, almonds, beef jerky, and nothing but meat in my diet. Nothing. No sugars. And when I peed for them, they came back with a test and they said, oh, there's no sugar in your urine at all. But my blood pressure's up now, so I got to work on that. So anyway, if you're fixing to take a physical and you have any concerns at all about your glucose level, start drinking nothing but water and eat nothing but meats and vegetables. Lay off the sugars. No sugars whatsoever. None. No sugars. And you'll pass it for sure. Well, the update on the physical is I passed. Well, I passed after 4 days of taking these medications and for high blood pressure, but I finally got it done. Got my 1-year certificate, so everything's going to be okay for now. The doctor did tell me that I should consider staying on the keto diet and lose some tonnage right there in that old gut right there, and get rid of that chicken graveyard, and everything will be a lot better off. So, hooray! Got the physical done. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Have a good night.